Hey there, Regina Andler here, and it is time for the AI Spotlight. Now, a few times already, we've talked about this app called Notion. And this week, we're talking about humanizing AI. And what does that actually mean? It means adding you to the AI, it means being authentic, it means when you create those really fun, cool images and stuff like that with you in them, that you actually note that they were AI generated and you come clean and let people know that it's actually AI and not the real you. Or maybe you've created an avatar of you. You've created a mini me that looks like you, sounds like you, acts like you, and you create some videos or maybe even a webinar. You can create an avatar of yourself and make it so that it sounds exactly like you. It looks like you, it sounds like you, it has your mannerisms and everything. And you don't want to, make people not trust you because they find out that it's all fake. It's not real. It's not really you. So how do you do that? You have to humanize your content. You have to humanize what you do on AI. Today, I want to talk about and bring up Notion again, because Notion is one of those apps that I love because it is kind of like a dashboard for keeping everything in order. So when you think about all of the different AI tools that you've got out there and all the projects you're working on and your weekly content and all of this stuff, right? It can get a little overwhelming because there's so many apps, there's so many things. Notion is one of those places where you can organize everything. And as you organize it, you can put your content in there and humanize it. So maybe you went over to ChatGPT and created some stuff. You can put it into Notion and use it there as your repository to keep and store everything, where you go in and you edit it. You add your stories, you add your client testimonials, you add the you into your content. So what I want to do is I want to show you what Notion does for that, what it allows you to do. It's just a place to help you organize things and put your human into your content. Can you do this in ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini? Can you do that in any of those places? Yes. What I do on a fairly regular basis is I'll go and I'll make something up maybe in ChatGPT. I'll copy it to a Word document, and that's where I go in and do my editing. Well, you can do it right here in Notion AI too. And Notion has all these features. It will connect to your Google Drive. It'll connect to all these different apps that you have so that it kind of makes it seamless for what you're putting out there. So in the spirit of talking about humanizing your AI content, we're going to focus on that inside of Notion. However, I want to point out Notion has a free version, and I'm actually going to see if I can bring this up here. Settings. Let me see if I can get to the explore plans. Here we go. So it has the free plan, and it gives you basic forms, basic sites, all this stuff here, right? And then there's a plus plan, and I'm currently subscribed to the business plan. And why? Because it allows me to do a lot more things, and you can actually compare the features. So if you haven't used Notion AI yet, try out the free plan and see the power behind it and what you can do. Here are all of the features. So you can do these uploads, you can do page blocks, you can have guest seats, so you can have other people come in and join you and have team spaces, right? I mean, if I have my VAs go in and do anything, I can bring them right into Notion, and we can use this as a common workspace to keep all of our content organized. And then there's all these different things you can do. You have meeting notes, you have research mode, you can create agents. So even on the free one, you have a limited trial where you can play with some agents. The Notion calendar, mail, you can go in and connect to these different apps. So I can connect to a Google Drive, I can connect to all these different apps that, if you're using other things. And then there's database synchronization. There's so many different things. So the bottom line there is, if we were to go through everything in Notion, it would take a few hours to actually cover everything Notion can do. Trust me when I say it is a great space, dashboard space for you and your team. So even if you don't have a team yet, maybe you haven't hired your first VA yet to maybe help you with content or help you with posting blogs or doing client onboarding or anything like that. You can organize all of that inside of Notion and make it easier. And you see everything that's going on, especially if you have VAs that are creating content for you. You want to make sure their content is humanized right as well, right? You want to make sure that if they're creating something, that it sounds like you and it doesn't sound fake. I mean, let's be real for a minute. And I know that's a total AI term, but I've used it for years. So let's be real. Can you spot AI content from a mile away? I know I can. I mean, it is so easy because of, things that, stand out in it. It doesn't have that human piece, that human element that AI, I don't think will ever be able to provide. That's where Notion kind of comes in, because you can go in and do stuff like create a new, here, I created a new here. I said an empty page. You can do an empty database. And I said, okay, so let's call this playing with Notion. And I'm going to get started, and I'm going to actually use Notion's built-in AI. So you can go in and put your own stuff in here. You can copy and paste stuff. You can use AI meeting notes. You can put anything in here, but it has its built-in AI as well. So if I say, create a blog about humanizing AI. Spell that correctly. Oh, I lost my, hold on. See that? There we go. Get started. I got to ask AI. I got to put it in this box. Create a blog about humanizing AI. So I'm going to use their AI tool, and it's going to go and think just like ChatGPT does, just like Claude does, just like Gemini, Meta, whichever tool you're using. So here is a blog that it's building it right now. It kind of spit out. Now, I'm going to say accept. And I'm going to also say, you know what? I don't know if I like the way this is written, because, these titles that have the colons, I don't really like that. So I might go in here and say, how to humanize AI in today's world, because maybe I want a different subject or a different title. So you could go in and play with it, and then artificial intelligence is transforming how we work, create, and communicate. Is that true? Yes, it is. Does it sound a little plastic? Yes. It doesn't sound human. This is where you can go in and you can start editing things, just like you would if you were in ChatGPT or Claude or any of the other ones. But instead of copying and pasting it out, you're doing it right in here. Now, if you want, that first one that I clicked on, when I clicked on to get started, when I clicked on the, let's go back to home, and we're going to go back. For whatever reason, it's not giving me my piece here to create a new. We'll just add a page inside, new page. So if you want to copy and paste from ChatGPT or something like that, you could do it in here. And what it's going to do is it's going to help you save everything in one place that you can then share with your audience. So or share with your VAs, share with your other people that you work with. And it creates this platform where you can go in and say you have a VA who is working on your Facebook post, a VA who's working on your LinkedIn, a VA who's working on Instagram, a VA who's creating reels and videos for you. Some people actually have a different person who does all that stuff. Some people have one person that does all that stuff. You can actually create it all in here, have them create it all in here. And now you can go in and add that human touch to it. When you go in and you use AI for anything, the bottom line is that AI is a machine. And yes, while you can say, add some emotion, add this, add some humor, you can actually add some, human elements. AI will add them, but it's still not you. The reason why I wanted to share Notion with you today is because it's a great place for you to organize all of the content. You can actually go out. There's so much more you can do in here. You can go out, you can create a content calendar. You can put a social media planner together. I don't use currently their social media planner, but you can use their planner, their content calendar. There's a goals tracker in here for what you want to do. Projects, you can create all kinds of different projects in here. There's just so much that you can do inside of Notion that allows you to organize it. So when you're creating all of that content, maybe you want to repurpose something, you still want to add that human element to it. This platform allows you a central repository for all of your stuff. I don't know if you have like a Google Drive or maybe a folder on your desktop where you keep all of your content, or if you create it and then delete it. Do you create your content in ChatGPT, post something on Facebook or post something on LinkedIn, and then, it's just, you have to go search the ChatGPT history to go find it if you want to see it again? If you want to keep it, you want to organize it, you want to repurpose it, this is a great tool for doing that. And with its built-in AI, you can go back here again, with its built-in AI, you can do basically anything that you were doing in those other apps. So, personal note, I don't find the AI inside of here as robust yet as some of the other AI platforms. However, it's a great place to start. And like I said, you could come in here and you can cut and paste things into your documents. You can cut and paste them into your goals, into your content planner. You can copy and paste it from another app and put it in here instead of storing it in a Google Drive or a folder on your desktop, where you have a place where you can now share it when you're ready to start outsourcing what you do. Because the ultimate goal as a coach or a consultant is to do what you do best. Stick to your core genius, helping others do whatever it is that you help them do. Build their businesses, lose weight, eat better food, whatever type of coach, consultant, or business you have, your core genius is doing that business. Marketing it and dealing with all of the other stuff, the goals, the projects, the business stuff, is that stuff you want to start delegating. This tool actually helps you delegate it really seamlessly. You can create standard operating procedures and systems inside of here. So now you've got it all organized and you are still in control of humanizing all of that stuff that's going out, so that instead of, having a VA create some, plastic content for you, I built some humanizing AI posts just for a demo. So post one, the human touch and technology. AI isn't about replacing humanity, it's about amplifying it. I have to tell you, I have seen that same exact title for a post on at least 5 different people's posts. Why? Because it was generated with AI. Put the you into your content. So in here, I can go rewrite it. I could ask AI to rewrite it. I could do anything I need to do in here. The Notion AI will help me do everything. It'll help me research. Everything I need to do is inside of here. So it gives me that central repository, not just for me, but for anybody that I bring onto my team, so that I can share it out and make it super easy to create and collaborate on all of the content that you're creating for your business and all of the goals and all the projects. And again, Notion It has so many different features. So check out the free version of Notion. If it's something that you think might be useful for your business, that's when you decide to upgrade. Don't go buy it. Check out free. This goes for any tool. Check out free first. Use it for a while. Discover whether or not you're going to continue using it. If so, that's when you say, okay, do I want the plus plan? Do I want the business plan? Do I have a bigger team? Do I want the enterprise plan? That's when you decide whether or not you want to upgrade. But for now, check out the free version of this. I'll put the link underneath here so that you can go in and check it out. And then let me know, is it helpful for you? Is it helping you organize and humanize your AI content? That's what I've got for you this week. We'll see you next time on Tips and Tricks Tuesday. I'm sorry, AI Spotlight. Look at that. I said the wrong thing. AI Spotlight. I never know which one I'm on. There you go. Talk about humanizing, right? We'll see you next week on the AI Spotlight. Bye for now.